Today, award-winning marketing firm and event management company's Mandy Pravda talks to us about Google and Facebook reviews as an amazing tool for interacting with your customers. Today, you will learn about the reviews' do's and don'ts. Be prepared, be interactive, and be 5-star. With tips and tricks you can put to work immediately, we'll share how digital platforms can be utilized to share your brand by managing your online reputation, customer reviews, and engaging your audience. Before we begin, I have the pleasure to introduce Mandy Pravda. Mandy is the owner of Main Productions, a national award-winning marketing firm and event management company focused on online marketing, tourism business development, and community building. Mandy Pravda leads and creates many projects on an international scale for Saskatchewan and beyond. Mandy's expertise falls within all things public relations, promotions, growth marketing online, and business development. Since 2013, Main Productions has excelled in tourism destination development and marketing, various sectors of business consulting and development, as well as government and international public relations. Given her wide range of skill set, Mandy is a sought-after entrepreneur nationwide in developing and implementing any level of project or initiative. Welcome, Mandy.
Thanks so much, Nick. I'm so excited to be here. I'm back again. I had the honor of doing this presentation, doing a similar presentation on online reputation management last year. So yeah, it's my pleasure to be back. And I'm looking forward to presenting on how to deal with your reviews. So I'm just going to launch the screen share. Pardon me. Okay, we're gonna start. Okay, there we go here. Okay, so yes, thank you so much for having me. It is an honor to be here today with everybody from around Saskatchewan and working with the tourism operators once again. I'm here today to talk about online reviews, as Nick mentioned. So let's dive right in. So again, my name is Mandy Pravda from Main Productions. I work remotely and specialize in online reputation management, as well as Google reviews, Facebook reviews, and every other review online. You can find out more information about me at mainproductions.ca, and I would really love to hear from anyone following this with any of your needs, help, consultations, and so on. So why we're here today. So why to care about reviews? 88% of consumers read online reviews to determine the quality of a local business, as well as national and international businesses, planning their activities and vacations that are coming up worldwide. So let's dive right into it. So a business should know where it came from and how to handle it. And I'm here today to help you learn and grow. So did you know that 2/3 of people are more likely to buy from a store if they can find positive comments about it online, and half are less likely to buy if the comments are only negative? So what are the importance of online reviews? 91% of consumers regularly or occasionally read online reviews. So as you know, and you can probably relate, you're looking for a product, you're looking for an activity, you're looking for a hotel, something to go out and eat, you go normally directly right to Google. That is the #1 way that people are finding information and folks these days. So 91% of them read those online reviews to see what other people had to say. It is the new day and age of word of mouth. 84% of people trust online reviews as much as personal recommendations. So again, that word of mouth and your network giving you those recommendations is truly trusted. 87% of people say that businesses need a rating of 3 to 5 stars before they would use them or visit them. 74% of consumers say that positive reviews make them trust a local business more. 59% of consumers look at 2 to 3 different review sites before making a decision about a business. And as well, on Yelp, and this also is on TripAdvisor, as well as Google, on average, a 1-star increase on Yelp or the other platforms leads to a 5 to 9% increase in revenue for you. Well, one negative comment can cost you up to 30 customers, depending on how you respond. So everybody has an opinion and their dog, whether it's positive, negative, or you're the cute dog that loves bacon. People are going online, they're sharing, that information with each other. And we want to help you and your brand get ahead of that conversation. So, and today they're sharing them online everywhere. People are talking about you, and it matters what they think. There are 7.8 billion people in the world. 50 million people, unique users, are on TripAdvisors. 33 million are on Yelp. 58 million tweets are sent per day. And over 1 million Google Plus users are on there every day, Googling and searching for things that they need or are looking for. The top 4 apps that are used online still today are all owned by Facebook. It's Facebook, the Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp, as well as Instagram. 75% of consumers spend their time using, or sorry, consumers spend 75% of their time using these 4 apps. So if I'm sure some of us have heard the Facebook's dying. Oh, no, it's not. It is definitely there and very useful. The fact is consumers are controlling the conversations. And users trust user-generated content more than traditional media these days. Again, it's that peer-to-peer sharing, that word of mouth, and you're trusting those around you with the experiences that they've had. So who is leaving these reviews? So your company's online reputation comes from industry reviews, so other people that have came within your industry that have used your product, visited your hotel, eaten at your restaurant, participated in your outfitting company, etc. Your customers that use new and old. Forums. So forums are more like Reddit or places like Facebook where people are having conversations about your business, not just reviews. We have bloggers and influencers that are visiting your attractions, again, your restaurants or your outfitters, your event, perhaps, and then writing their experience in a blog form, which is technically and normally posted to a website of theirs and shared out through social media, as well as ex and current employees. This is a very valuable asset to you and your business, and I'll get into that in a little bit more later here. So they're sharing them on Google, TripAdvisor, Yelp, as well as anywhere else online they can find. There's many sites out there that are available to review different businesses, whether you know that you're listed or not. It's very important to Google your own business, find out where you're being listed, find out where you're mentioned. There's a lot of websites out there that will organically and naturally just go and find your business and list on your business on their website without your permission as well. So you might not even know they're there. And next thing you know, there's a whole conversation happening about you over in the corner of the internet. So let's get into the tips for getting more Google reviews as well as other reviews and why the reviews matter. So the modern customer journey, and this is compliments of Vendesta, this particular slide, which is located in Saskatchewan, a great firm on an international scale that help people not only answer their reviews, but find them and so much more. Wonderful company. So the modern customer journey has a natural flow of awareness. So they've seen it on social, they've seen it on different emails maybe that came in, or text marketing, loyalty programs, YouTube and video. Those are the online ways. And then there's the more traditional way that they see the awareness of a brand or a company, which is television, billboard, online display advertising, newspaper, magazines, radio, or word of mouth. The next is the findability of you. So they're searching for something. They're searching for a particular product, again, a different experience, a new vacation. They want to come down here to Mexico, where I'm currently located. They're taking to Google. They're doing organic searches. They're looking for paid per click. So maybe there's a sponsored ad that comes by. They've looked at the map for something near me, different directories, etc. You want to be listed. You want to be able to be found. Then there's the reputation, and they go into the research of that. So who is your brand and what do you offer? And what do other people say about you and the experience that they've had? This comes again from blogs and articles, reviews, social media, and of course, word of mouth. This is where the conversion happens. Once they've found you, they were interested in you, they've done their research, they found you online, they're now looking to purchase. So normally, once they've made their decision, and we try to get it within 3 clicks, of having them being able to purchase your experience or maybe buy a gift card to your restaurant, etc. They're going to find that through your website, maybe an online booking app, a purchase app of a sort. And then we go again into that traditional of in-store purchase. Maybe they came in and you do have a brick and mortar. Maybe you have a salesperson out there or different marketing materials through different media outlets that they've found you on. Next, we're looking into now they've been there, they've done that, they've experienced it, they had a great time, and now we want to find out what their post-purchase expectations versus reality were before they take it to the internet. Maybe they already do a social post, maybe they write a review, maybe they've written a blog, or again, word of mouth and talking. So our job is to get ahead of that conversation and have them speak to you directly and post a review on your behalf about their experience. So it's really about controlling your brand. There's all this web chatter, your reviews, different posts that are out on the internet. It's up to you to digest what people are saying, find what they're saying online, and do your homework by sending out reputation surveys, monitoring your reputation, and then marketing your reputation that you would like to portray. All of this played together for you equals more reviews, better rankings on search engine optimization, such as Google, Bing, Yahoo, and other search engine platforms. You have a trusted relationship and are building that. As well, then it turns into higher revenue and consumers for yourself. The benefit of a good online review is that it builds trust. It improves search engine optimization and ranking. It creates social proof. It boosts sales, and as well, it improves your customer retention. So all of those reviews, it might seem like a small review here and there, but they really add up to be a bigger picture. And it's important for you to understand and know how to handle those different reviews and situations that come in, which I'm excited to show you coming up. So the impact of reviews by industries, I find this very interesting because the top 5 industries that are affected, the top ones are restaurant and hotel, which in tourism, those are very big and large markets. And I hope that some of you that have tuned in today are from there and take a lot away from this presentation, because you are the ones that people tend to go online to leave a negative review more so than a positive review about their experience. And I want to be able to help you get ahead of those conversations and as well learn how to respond to them when they happen. But keep in mind that people, they also read negative reviews, but 82% of consumers specifically seek out the negative. They want to know what people are saying. A 4.2 to 4.5 is the average star rating that you're looking to have on your business listing. But consumers also say that a near or perfect 5-star is a little too good to be true. So this is why negative reviews aren't all that bad. More than half of people trust a product more if it has a few negative reviews. And only 18% say that the negative reviews actually made the product seem less trustworthy. So I want you to think about which review sites you check before visiting a business. Review trackers say that Google is the #1 trusted review site, followed by Yelp, TripAdvisor, Facebook, and others. So these are the 4 platforms we're going to focus on today. Google is the #1 trusted. Everyone uses Google. It's a worldwide platform. It's a powerful machine, and it is a little wizard with finding what we're looking for within a few words for us. So you want to be in the top 3 of Google. First page is definitely where you want to be, but depending if they're looking on their computer or their mobile, really depends on where you show. As well, nowadays, the paid sponsored ads really dominate the first part of that scroll. Then you get to your business listing, and then we go into the more organic listings, which people that are knowledgeable about Google definitely tend to skip over the sponsored ads and go into that organic to see if they align with their search words. So how do you get there? It depends on the accuracy of your data. So from your website to your Facebook, Google business listing, or any other listing online, making sure that your address is exactly the same from, let's say you're from Saskatchewan. So we'll go Weyburn, Saskatchewan. You don't want to go SASK somewhere and in another place go SK and another place type out full of Saskatchewan. Keep it very consistent down to each number and letter. Your business listing also depends on the review of your star average, so your ranking, the amount of reviews that you have, how recent they are, and how much you're responding to them. So this is why it's very important to always respond to all of your reviews, whether they're positive or negative. An ideal listing ranking on Google is about a 4.4, where you have some of your 5 stars right at the top. This person has 303 reviews that have came in. So 4.4 is great. This goes to show, and people will go through and read them, but again, they're always listed the most recent. So if you have a lot of positive reviews right off the hop, you're off to a good start. We do not like to see fake reviews. So there are companies out there that, you may see a sponsored ad for of, click on me and I'll help you get higher Google reviews. Well, those are bots, or they're in a different country, and Google will recognize that they're coming in and that they're fake, and they will actually dock your ranking for that. As well, consumers can definitely tell. I'm sure that all of us have went on to Amazon or any, like an Etsy, and seen the fake reviews, and they stand out. So don't take that route. Do the work, take the time, and build those organic, true reviews. So a few facts for you before we get into the nitty-gritty here. So how many 5-star reviews do you need to negate a 1-star review? Well, studies show that 1 in 10 happy customers leave a good review. Your star rating reflects the overall average of positive and negative, so it's not really based on how many you have when it comes to your average rating. So if your goal is to maintain the overall rating of 4 stars, you need 4 5-star reviews to make up for every 1-star review, whether it be positive or negative. So how many 5-star reviews does it take to increase a Google rating? Well, there's no set number. So if you have 1 review at a 5-star, you have a 5-star rating. If you have three 5 stars with 1 negative, you're going to have a 4 point, or maybe even a 3 point something rating, etc. So the more ratings you receive, the more accurate and respective your overall rating will be. So are businesses allowed to delete Google reviews? No, unfortunately. The only person who, oh, I did a little typo there, pardon me. So the only person who can delete a review is the person who's made the review. So once you're able to connect with that person, and we'll get into that a little further here, ask the consumer if and when the problem was solved, either to delete their review or follow up on the review. And I do have some examples of that coming up. Or if you know that this is a review that violates any of the content policies, you can go to manage review, flag it as inappropriate, and report it, and Google will review it and take it down. If it's a bot, maybe it's a customer that isn't related to your business, and they gave a review that was meant for somebody else, etc. Can you delete bad Facebook reviews? Unfortunately, Facebook is actually harder to get rid of a negative or positive review. You cannot delete them. The individual still can. And same thing, you would have to report it to Facebook's community standards and see if they can object. So what motivates people to leave reviews? 85% of people say that they leave a review to help consumers or businesses. So whether they want to share the word or they're helping out a business that they know or they really like and support, 85%, that is the reason that they go there. 35% want to inform others about their experience. 26% want to guide others to make an informed decision. So I would put more of the negative reviews in that sector if they want to make sure people know. 24% letting business know about their experience, and 15% actually don't leave reviews, they just read them. So what are they reviewing? And so they're looking, when it comes to your reputation, there's 6 kind of themes that go with that, of the social responsibility of your business, the emotional appeal of your business, products and services, work placement environment, financial performance, as well as vision and leadership. So these are the subjects that they're looking at your business, to review on your behalf. So it's really important that when you're looking at your brand, to really pay mind to your social responsibility, whether you're supporting causes, maybe you're supporting the environment with a recycling program, the emotional appeal, so how it makes them feel if you're in health and wellness, or you're in the entertainment or outfitter or sport, what are you doing and what feeling and emotion are you leaving? Of course, your products and services, so your offerings, are they high quality, innovative, good value for money? Your work placement, so your employees, and what are your policies and procedures and how they're treated throughout their experience? The financial performance, I'd say, isn't top ranking within the tourism industry. But of course, you know, if you're thinking that you're staying at a 5-star hotel and you go there and it's a 1-star hotel, that's definitely going to make a difference in what they're reviewing, as well as your vision and leadership. So what market opportunities do you have? Is your leadership within your business leading your staff and your brand as they should, and having a clear vision? That will portray and relay to the customer experience, which then will prompt them to leave a review, whether positive or negative. So why more people are likely to leave a negative review than a positive review? Well, really, it comes down to people actually really want to talk, and even more so feel heard. So customers take to the internet to leave a positive or negative review because they want to feel heard and they feel that they have something to say and share. So how do you develop a winning reputation that's both positive and visible? There's many ways to get your brand out there. So web marketing is a beautiful web, and your website starts in the middle and all of the other platforms surround that to support it. You can, and in order to get more reviews or share your brand to encourage reviews, you can paid advertising using your social media networks, referral marketing, so using influencers or consumers that have been within your business, search engine optimization, email marketing, which is very powerful to the consumers and customers that you already have, affiliate marketing, which is you're paying influencers or inviting them to experience your offerings in order to put that into their network, mobile advertising, and also microblogging. So having small blogs about the experience on your socials or your website. So these are all the different ways that you can help build your reviews and build your brand online. So 5 tips to increase your positive online reviews. This is a very powerful slide. I do suggest taking a little screenshot of it if you can. So 5 things to help you build those positive reviews is offer an incentive to all the customers who review you. Monthly giveaway is great. You know, leave us a review, follow our socials, and we're going to do an online giveaway once a month. Or maybe you prefer to give them small tokens. So sign up for my newsletter, leave me a positive review, and receive 5% off your next day, or a 2-for-1 experience pass. Reward your employees who gather reviews. Employees, again, are a very powerful tool, and they are the forefront of your business. So a study by Harvard University in 2011 reveals that a 1-star increase on Yelp can lead to 5 to 9% growth in revenue, which is great. Having your employees out there being your advocate is the best thing that you can do for your business. One of my favorites is let unhappy customers vent before leaving your business. So always making sure that your staff is following up with people as they leave of how was your experience, and please share that with me. And also empowering your staff to have the knowledge of how to deal with disgruntled customers. Because if they can, again, voice and feel heard before leaving, that creates less chance of them going online and leaving that negative review. Simply talk to your customers. This may sound so obvious it's not worth mentioning, but you'd be surprised how many businesses don't do that. So again, during every customer interaction, ask your brand enthusiasts, especially if they're loving their experience and their stay, ask them to leave a review, whether it's verbally or we'll follow up with them after their experience and ask them to leave an online review. And also dominating your social media conversations. So, you know, asking people who support you and really enjoy your experience to be the forefront of that conversation. So if someone does speak ill of you online, to be there to support you, organically showing their support. So let's change your 1-star to a 5-star. So 3 steps to review success. This is also another great slide to keep in for later reference. So engage the reviewer is the first step. Think of reviews as management tools, and then harvest that user generator content. So engage. Again, what would you do if someone was in your store or establishment right now reviewing and having a look around? You would go talk to them. You would ask them. You would prompt them. You would find out what they're thinking, feeling, and what their experience takeaway is. You're going to look at reviews as good and bad. Now, I don't really like the word bad. I like the word negative, if anything. But if anything, that is a learning experience. So when you do get a negative review, look at it as maybe you need to train your staff on how to deal with disgruntled customers, or maybe change your policy issues to reflect the feedback that you're getting. Good reviews are accolades. They're, you're doing a great job, as well as helping you keep your goals and set new goals to achieve. And once you get those great reviews, publishing them on and highlighting them in your marketing material is the most powerful thing you can do. Again, that organic word of mouth is a very powerful tool online. And we want you sharing what your customers are telling you or sharing with other people, pardon me. So first, I'd like you to think about creating a process for asking for reviews. So in doing that, the different ways to ask for reviews would be in person, as I spoke about, asking for reviews via email, whether it's your newsletter that goes out monthly or seasonally, or whether it's a follow-up email that includes a survey or a thank you or an invoice that goes to anybody who came and experienced your offerings. Also monthly customer feedback request emails. So again, those monthly or seasonal emails that go out, and as well post on social media asking for reviews. People love to share their experiences, and if they're advocates for you, they will definitely help you with achieving your goals in that. So be clear and concise when asking for reviews. It's always nice. If you're posting anywhere or you're online, always have a call to action. Don't be afraid to use that review link as your call to action of, hi, did you enjoy your experience? We have a new offering this summer that we'd like you to come out and enjoy. Please leave us a review telling us how you enjoyed it last year. But making sure that it's very clear and concise of how they can do that and what that call to action may be. Make our day and leave a review. So that Google review is the most powerful review online that you can get. So finding creative ways to help people find your Google listing very easily, whether it be a card where they can tap on it, scan a QR code right in person in your brick and mortar establishment. Maybe it's online again through email or posting. Many ways to do that, but get that word out there or that link out there and spread the word to help you. So how do you find that link? So accessing and using your Google link, you would go type in google.com, log into your business account or your personal account if your business is attached to that. You'll see here the arrow pointing to those 9 little dots in the top right corner. From there, you're going to see a blue storefront, which is your business listing, which takes you to this page. And where the secondary pink arrow points, you can see right above your reviews that are there, there's a button that says get reviews. That will take you to your Google link that you can share. That will take them your consumer right to leaving a review so that they're not having to go through 8 steps to find out how to leave one. So once you get that Google review link, again, email templates are great. You can also add in your TripAdvisor or whatever other platform that you're on that you'd like to build, such as Yelp or Zomato, pardon me. I don't even know if they're actually still around. I should probably update this slide. Also, new and up and coming in the last few years has been SMS templates or texting, pardon me. So collecting your consumers' phone numbers to be able to text them reminders. This is really niche to certain businesses and not applying to all, but it is a great marketing tool. Making sure to use your other review links so you don't always have to use Google. Again, TripAdvisor as well as Yelp are very powerful tools, and people really, especially when planning to visit Saskatchewan, finding out the experiences we offer, finding out what hotels we offer or what national parks to visit, etc. They go to TripAdvisor to plan those trips. So making sure that your business listing is up and you have great reviews for them to see is very important. Surveys are a great way to avoid negative feedback. So with every visitor that you have, sending out a short survey that is asking them to rate their experience and always including an open-ended question of any other comments where they can, again, voice their opinions and their experience and feel heard, will then hopefully and normally allow the decrease in negative reviews that may be posted on your platforms. Collect reviews from your survey, and this is a great way to have unique content, boost your SEO, and have them, you can put them right onto your website. There's different widgets out there that you can put in that you don't even have to be manually doing that for you. They'll automatically populate. And again, not every negative review is a bad thing. So don't be afraid to show them all. As well as share your reviews on socials. Doing great graphics. Canva is a very easy to use platform where you can take those reviews, make up a nice image, post it, thank your customer for leaving such a wonderful review, which also then is an organic word of mouth into your network that that person might otherwise not have been able to reach. So let's talk about responding reviews. I'm sure that's what we're all here today, is to find out how to deal with them and how to gain them as well. So 52% of consumers expect a reply within 7 days of leaving an online review. I feel 7 days is much too long, but of course we're all busy. So setting that weekly reminder in your calendar to be able to go online, have a look at your reviews. A good habit to be into is setting Google alerts so that when you do get a review, it lets you know right away. Facebook notifications should be coming right to your phone so that you're able to see. Staying ahead of that conversation is really important. I have seen over the years many folk that post is made that they're very unhappy, especially, and within 2 hours there's 200 comments and everybody has an opinion. You want to be in that conversation, and had you seen that right away, you could have gotten that conversation offline into your direct messages with that person, or a beautiful phone call. We all still love phone calls these days, to really hear that person out and find a solution before it turned into a viral conversation for all to see. 75% of businesses don't respond to negative reviews. Again, I hope today that it's portraying, you don't be afraid of negative reviews. They're there to help you learn, to grow, and to engage with that customer and hopefully turn them back into a happy customer. Some people do get a lot of reviews and they are hard to manage. So I just want to make everybody aware that there are third-party review collection sites that will you basically log into all your accounts on these platforms. Vendesta is one of them. I am one of them. And we collect any review from any platform. So you're not having to Google and search and find and constantly it takes hours a week to really find all of your listings. They're popping up left, right, and center on, again, random sites. So this is a great way to streamline it, make it easy for you, as well as have somebody manage it for you, or at least then bring them all to your attention and allow you to easily respond to them. Again, making sure to respond to all reviews across all of your sites. It's also a great practice to have some review response templates in place, and I do have some examples coming up here for you, so that you're not having to rewrite every time and taking that time, because again, if you're getting 50 reviews a week, that's a lot of time to sit down and respond to all of them, and you also don't want to copy and paste on each of them. But you do like to have those, we do like to have those templates ready to go, that we can then personalize. So let's get you prepared. As you can see, there's two people in a restaurant having the same experience. One is leaving a 5-star, one is leaving a 2-star. So let's talk about why. A lot of people, again, go to, well, it's not Twitter anymore, but go online to talk about their terrible customer service with really no explanation on that. And the biggest feedback I can give you is making sure to always start with an apology, or a very, very nice putting way of introducing yourself to the conversation. And 65% of people think that social media is better than call centers. So this is where they're going to voice their opinions. So, pardon me, I want to give an example, start off as an example of just how much people perceive things differently. So I'm going to talk a bit about the fountains at Bellagio in Las Vegas. For those maybe not familiar with this very famous fountain music choreographed show outside of the Bellagio, it's beautiful. It plays, I think it's every half an hour to an hour. It's the same show throughout the day and the evening, and it's free to watch. You're walking down Las Vegas Boulevard, you see this beautiful fountain show, and it repeats itself. I believe they change it every couple months. But these, I think it's spectacular. I've seen it a few times. But these people all had a really different experience. So one was a 5-star review saying that they ended up seeing the fountain 3 times. They can't believe it's free. It's beautiful. There is a different display to different songs throughout the day. Either way, it was great. Nighttime was probably better. Awesome, would see it again. The next person was, well, that was slightly underwhelming. Maybe I had too high of expectations. The crowd was very overwhelming, making it difficult. They had a lot of things to say about this. And while it's technically a free attraction, They didn't like that they ended up spending money on parking and other expenses. So again, those are two very different reviews that are coming in. We also have somebody else slightly disappointed, not as spectacular, as well the next person to say that was the best thing in Las Vegas. So no matter, the point of this is to show your business can be giving the best service that you possibly can and have the best experience, and people are still going to perceive it differently. So making sure not to take reviews so personally. They are always a growing process, and they are and something to evaluate your business with, but also knowing that you just might not be able to please everybody. So some factors really can't be avoided. So this is a tour that goes out to the Grand Canyon, and one person gave them a 1-star review, horrible experience because there was an accident, they were delayed, and they never made it. I would say that's out of the company's hand, but this person was definitely disgruntled about it and probably didn't feel heard before she left, or they left, pardon me. The next one had a great time. It was a very slow day, so they actually got added stops to their tour. They were very accommodating, had a wonderful experience. So it goes to show, again, the same company one day had so much time, they actually added to the experience, whereas another, there was something there. And really, I would be wondering on how they handled this once they got back to site. Did they offer the folk that didn't make it a free tour? There could have been ways, I feel, that they could have avoided getting this negative review. So what's said in review responses and how do you respond? So the graph here, the positive is blue. So these are positive reviews, and the negative is red. So whether you get a positive or negative review, you always want to thank the reviewer for their feedback. Whether it's positive or negative, you want to talk about customer service. If it is negative only, you want to ask the customer for direct contact. You want to take the conversation from offline into a private, whether it's messaging, email, or phone calls, and try to help them feel heard and make the problem right. Whether it's positive or negative, you want to talk about customer experience. So we're so happy you enjoyed your time and what we had to offer. You do always want to invite them to return. Now with negative reviews, I will say there's a little bit of a gray area. If the customer was very disgruntled, and I have an example coming up, this might not be the time to invite them back, but at least making that effort to say, if you ever choose to return, we'd love to have you. Again, positive and negative, sympathize and apologize. That is a big one when it comes to the negative reviews. Again, I can't repeat this enough. They just want to feel heard. And then, of course, when you get the positive review, making sure to reinforce the good, thanking them and encouraging them to come and experience you again. So why respond to the negative reviews? Well, really the top 3 reasons is to make it right, to show potential customers that you care, and to show off your brand's human side. So you're not just another company online. There is a person behind the screen. So the big do's and don't. So when it comes to especially negative reviews, do not ignore it. Ignoring a negative review is just as bad as giving a foul-mouthed response. Don't get defensive. Your business is your baby. We understand it's an extension of yourself. It's a projection of your ideas and how the world should run. We know this. However, this is a business, and the review is one person's perception. So please, again, don't take it personally. Take a step back, see how you can improve, and really get that conversation offline. Don't get pulled into an online slinging match, and don't discuss personality traits, especially negative ones. You can say you have a fabulous attitude, but please don't go with saying your attitude isn't great, and focus on the personality. You want to be focusing on the facts and helping to diffuse the situation. What do you do? Acknowledge and apologize, respond with empathy and understanding, address the customer by name, personalize your responses, take responsibility even if it's not your fault, tactfully promote your business strengths in your reply, be authentic and make real connection and show gratitude, take it outside, or in this case, offline, and hide negative reviews by encouraging more positive reviews. Top things to remember: when responding to a negative review, the goal is to get it off a public platform and to a private conversation. And start with, we're truly concerned to hear about this. We want to take a look. Would you be so kind to DM us? If they say no, again, repeating, we would really like to assist you. Please direct message us and add your contact information. At least then people that maybe are coming to look at your reviews who haven't used your business before can see that you've made an attempt to rectify the situation. When you're responding to positive reviews, because you don't just respond to negative reviews either, thank you so much for the great review. We work really hard to offer the best services possible in the best possible environment. I'm so happy to see that reflected your last visit and for you to share with us. We look forward to seeing you again. So once you bring it off public forums, I wanted to put in 8 ways to handle customer service, the negative feedback. And this is also very important to maybe share with your staff and those that are on the front lines of your business, because this can be used in person as well. First, listen to their valid points carefully. Keep your emotions aside and always keep calm. Do not blame them for misunderstanding. Ask them questions about the problems and issues. Be patient and ask if they can give you some time to solve it. So maybe you want to hear them out, take a minute or a couple days and come back with a solution. Apologize to them if required. Don't do that every time. And I do put that in there because, the customer isn't always right, but they are a representation of your business. So we don't necessarily need to apologize, but we do need to fix this and find a solution to the problem. Say thank you to them for helping you improve service and resolve the issue and close the loop with a positive note. So let's get into some of the review examples. So I pulled again from Big Bus Management out in Vegas. So they had a 1-star review that said, "This is a scam. The bus never even came. We asked for a refund. I've disputed it on my credit card. Don't waste your time." They start again in a personal response of, "Steve, we pride ourselves on providing exceptional service." So talking about their service. "We are so disappointed to hear that your visit with us was less satisfying. We would like to hear from you. Here's our contact." Great response to a negative review. So the next one, also another one. The Big Bus Management wasn't as personal, but used the, "We would like the opportunity to address your concerns. Please reach out to us. Thank you, and we look forward to hearing from you." So depending on how disgruntled they are, they're not getting into the reason, they're not apologizing, they want to address it, they're leaving their contact information, and they're making that attempt. The next one is a 3-star review, which is still a great review. So they love them. They found it was a little bit expensive, maybe no fault of Big Bus, but thank you very much. And responding in a great way. "Zoe," which is personal, "thank you for taking the time to leave us the feedback about your experience." Enough said. Another few great ones that they had left, and this company was very good at responding to every single review, whether it's negative, positive, or those 3 stars. So again, "We would like the opportunity to express your concerns." Obviously, they have that set as one of their templates to use. Which is great. And, there's nothing wrong with the copy and paste, but try to personalize it a little bit depending on the review. The next one, "We appreciate your honest review. We set a high standard for ourselves, so we're disappointed to hear that your experience was not a positive one." I would have said they should have added, "Please get in touch with us. We would like to talk to you directly." The next one is, "We'd like to hear more details from you on this and hopefully find a resolution together." Great answer. Again, these negative reviews, don't get into the discussion on them. I hope these examples have shown you that really the point of it is to get it offline, have them connect with you directly to rectify those situations. Keep it personalized and personal. So these folk had great responses to their reviews of using their name. "Hey, Rodney, how's it going? Thanks so much for taking the time to leave this review. We're sorry you waited. Unfortunately, it can be very busy. Lines can be long." So giving a little bit of reason. "We're happy you enjoyed." Next one, same thing. "Hi, Gretchen. So glad to hear that you've enjoyed your experience and the food and drink were great." Another one, "Thank you for the great review. Super glad you enjoyed our tour with Aisha and love the food." When someone leaves a review and mentions your staff, really take the time to point that out and making sure to share that with your staff member. They're going to love to get that accolade from a guest and hearing that they provided great experience. So staff do get reviews too. Again, last night they had the best dinner and their server Jessica was adorable and full of personality. Of course, they came back with, "Hi, Deborah. Thank you so much for the great review. We worked really hard to offer the best food in the best possible environment." So again, really adding in what they offer and what their goal and brand is. And they made sure that Jessica got the recognition she deserved. "Can't wait to see you again." Wonderful review. A response, pardon me. follow-up is important, and here's an example why. This person ordered flowers from a flower shop. They were late. He offered to pick them up. He waited. Obviously a lie, since he sat, and they said that they came. Obviously a lie. He sat in the parking lot and waited. They weren't delivered till the next day by a very unpleasant staff member who banged and yelled, and the vase was half full. They had a lot of complaints in this review. So the company responded with, Elizabeth, we are terribly sorry to hear about this experience. Customer service is very important to us. Someone will be contacting you today. And then you can see that that person was contacted. Obviously, a solution was found, and Elizabeth came back online to the same review and said, I'd like to extend my appreciation to Miss Anne, who called both me and my husband to discuss the situation, offer to make new arrangements, and rectify the situation. So this is a great example of why it's so important to do that follow-up, because I know, as somebody who's looking for flowers now, if I seen this, I would use this company. They take pride in what people think in the service that they are giving. So great review. So is it best to explain in a review? And sometimes, as much as I said, give those templates, make them a bit personal, but keep it short and sweet. Sometimes you do need to explain. I think that this one is a little too in detailed, but I wanted to show it anyway. So this was a 1-star review, vile manager at a hotel, damp bedrooms, well-used towels, very dated hotel. Management was the worst that they've known. With a few seconds late from leaving our room, he was shouting at us and threw items out our door. Well, this is something that I wouldn't, as a business, want any customer to read. So I do want to give some clarity on what might have happened. So it looks as though this person did not want to leave at their checkout time. We all know that they need to clean rooms and have new guests come in and check in by 3 or 4. We all want a late checkout. We all want an early check-in. So hotels do their best to help us with that. Well, this person wouldn't leave, and then finally stating, after time and time again, finally at around 12:30, stating that they were staying till 4. They did remove their belongings, place them outside of the room, which they are legally entitled to do. And then that person became verbally aggressive, and the hotel called the police, which is the best way to do this. So sometimes it is necessary to explain these reviews and why things happened. Pay attention to the details, promote, promote, promote. So this person gave a great review, good service, comfortably stylish, best bathrobes they've ever worn, as well as the one thing that they liked was that each floor had a coffee service in the morning, and people were encouraged to get it in their bathrobes. I think that's a very beautiful personal touch as well. But I love the response that the hotel gave, saying, thank you for the feedback. We're glad you enjoyed it. Also, thank you again, I'm really glad pleased to read that you took advantage of Butler's pastry coffee and tea service. So really expanded on what that coffee service. It's not just a coffee in the hallway. It's an actual Butler's pastry business within there. This is one of the many services that we offer. So again, paying attention to those details, pulling that out, and really, what's the word I'm looking for? Making sure that it's very clear what you're offering and that you offer more than just a simple service. And also have some humor. So this lady got amazing chocolate. She could have eaten the entire box, and they came back with, well, you don't have to worry about eating it all at once if you want. They can package it in individual boxes. How great. Again, adding that extra value of service, making it a little funny and witty, and having a personal response to it. So last but not least, this one is one of my favorites. So at the Utah ski resort, a guest gave a 1-star review, and because the mountain was too difficult. So they used their 1-star, the ski resort took that 1-star review and used it in their advertising campaigns as to advertise what the mountain is best known for. So the 1-star review was too advanced. I've heard snowboard is a tough mountain, but this is ridiculous. It felt like every trail was a steep chute or littered with tree wells. How is anybody supposed to ride that? Not fun. Well, I love this. This is witty marketing, because this also, for anybody who's a pro rider or that level of ride or looking for that experience, is definitely going there now. So I did create some additional prepared reviews. This will be going out in the 1-pager that's going to be sent out to everybody who attended today, but feel free to take a screenshot of there. I won't go through each and every one of these. I'm just going to do some highlights of, on, again, remembering the theme of whether it's a happy customer, a compliment on product, praise for customer service, compliment on activities, appreciation of the business. Always start with good day or dear with the customer's name. They're thrilled that you express that you're thrilled that they left you a review. You're so pleased that they love the experience. Really looking forward to having them back. And really going into, your feedback helps us to continue our efforts, or you encourage us to stay true to our principles. Really portraying that is the brand and the standard that you also hold for yourself. So what's the recap? Consumers control the conversation. Business brands are no longer exclusively what they say they are, as in traditional marketing. Today, brands are largely defined by the consumers. Monitoring your reputation isn't enough. You need to know what your customers are saying, as well as how to manage them and manage that info and build your reputation as well. And social media isn't just about followers and likes. It can also be used to generate leads and conduct customer service in order to gain return on investment. Don't forget that 90%, 91% of consumers read online reviews before visiting a business. You should be listed everywhere online that you possibly can and monitor everywhere that you are. Please keep that in mind. Responding to a review and having your brand out there as you want to portray is the most powerful thing you can do for your business and marketing. So other things to remember is that having reviews is free advertising. So a positive review are excellent forms of free advertising. Use it in your marketing. Take it back to your website, take it back to your social media, put it in your email marketing. People want to see that word of mouth, true, authentic reviews from their peers. It improves SEO. So the more reviews you have, and the more 3+ star reviews you have, the higher you will rank on Google when people are searching those keywords for search engine optimization. It's socially recommended. People, again, that word of mouth, they trust reviews. They trust what other people say. So show them what people are saying and encourage those who really support you and have enjoyed those experiences to leave their review. It provides insights to your business, and it also builds relationships. Oh, what happened? Why am I not moving? There we go. Oh, sorry. As well, don't forget that not necessarily new booking, but any customer that comes in to experience your business, purchases a product from you, purchases a tour from you, that is when they're in, when they're still with you, ask how their experience was. As soon as they leave, make sure to email them, asking for a survey, asking for a review. Maybe you need to send out an email reminder because now they're on your email list. So that's that monthly or seasonal one that goes out. Have you left with us a review yet? Please do. We're giving away a monthly draw. Reply easy and directly to the customer. So again, making sure that it's clear and concise, and show good reviews to potential customers on your website. This is powerful, and Google also really loves it. So online reviews are gold, even if they're negative. Come in and try the worst meatball sandwich that one guy on Yelp ever had in his life. I would try that meatball sandwich. Okay, so that brings us to the question portion. I'm really excited to answer any that you may have, and look forward to any feedback as well.
There we go. So first one is it a good idea to turn off comments on Facebook posts?
That's a hard one. Typically, I would say no. Do not turn off comments. You want the comments. Again, don't be afraid of negative reviews. However, those comments, if it's a post that you've made, an organic post on your page, you do have full control of that post. So you can delete comments that people have made. You can hide them so that people don't know that you've made it not public. So if I made a negative comment, you can go and hide it. I can see that it's there. I don't know that you hit it, and other people can't see it. So there's other ways around dealing with those conversations that might be happening. Definitely don't delete the post. People have seen it, and that actually will cause other people to make posts on their own wall, which you don't have control over. So don't delete them. You want to get ahead of the conversation, hide comments if you have to. Reach out to me if something's going viral. I'm always here to help and jump in at any time. I don't need to know your business in order to help you in these situations. But definitely don't turn off comments. I think that as soon as you do, it's taking away the purpose of what social media is there for. You made that post to have interaction and communication and conversation. Why shut it off because it's not going the way it looks like you shut it off because it's not going the way you wanted it to? And I don't think that that's a reputation or a brand that you would like to portray.
Perfect. Is Yelp used much in Saskatchewan for businesses or for businesses other than restaurants?
No, not really. I would say Yelp is primarily used in Saskatchewan for restaurants, as well as the majority worldwide. TripAdvisor is definitely more on the higher end, or more volume for those experiences, accommodations, tours, etc.
I was going to have a QR code at the end of patrons' experiences leading directly to a survey. Is it better to lead directly to a Google review?
Well, this depends if you further that funnel. The surveys are really important. I would say the QR code, you're best to go with the survey, because if anybody does want to leave a negative or has something negative to say, they will say it in the survey. You can respond to them and get ahead of that conversation before they leave you a negative Google review. Whereas in that survey, once they respond to the survey, you are able to, again, creating that funnel. And for those that don't know what a funnel is, this is where you start from, you set up a process of emails or click to hear or book an appointment. Those are funnels. So from there, I would do the survey. I would follow up with them. Thank you for filling out the survey. If they have a negative review, definitely respond to that. I would take the positive reviews and have them on my website. But then I would then send them out a thank you for responding to our survey. We would love for you to leave a review. And then having that at the end of that, and that being the stop point of your funnel. Or also adding, and we would love for you to book again. Here's 10% off if you book now.
Perfect. Really good idea there.
And QR codes are very powerful. I just want to do a little friendly reminder that when you're using QR codes, remember that people are normally looking at them on their phone. So if you do send them out in an email, it's hard for them. They can't scan that QR code because they're looking at it on the phone that needs to scan. So it is better then in that case to put hyperlinks, so the actual URL that links to where you want them to go. The QR code I would normally use for print or advertising. So let's say even digital, anything digital is kind of hard to have the QR code. It really is used more in print form, like having posters at your counter. So for any of you who do have the brick and mortar, having one of my favorite things to do with clients is having a poster that says follow our Instagram, follow our Facebook, leave us a review, or sign up for our newsletter, and having the little points there and enter to win a monthly draw. And then I take the time to go through, compile them, put them into this platform that takes all the names and shows me what's going on, and I give away a monthly draw. That's a great place to have that QR code that actually links to what's called Linktree, which allows you to have multiple links there for them to choose where they want to be directed. Again, if you're not familiar with these opportunities, please reach out to me after, and we can set up a consulting hour to get you familiar with all of these opportunities to help promote your business.
Perfect. I believe that is the last question there, and thank you for your insight.
Wonderful. Well, thank you everybody for joining.